Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 2 of Jade Empire. And, so the last time we were attacked on the shores of our lovely town here, Two Rivers, by what I would call a sorcerer. And, what a ruthless man. And I'm not entirely sure if he's dead or whatnot. He did receive a chop to the throat from Master Lee after Master Lee jumped on his ship and destroyed it. Which makes me go, I have a lot to learn. So let's heal up. And let's get on our adventure here. I'm excited to keep playing. Everyone's over here now. Hold on. I'm sure we're about to embark on our epic adventure. So we need to be all kinds leveled up. What's up? It's running a lot smoother now. Updated some drivers, so we should be good.
Gao is a fool to cheat. Our teacher is a kind man, but he is not soft and doesn't tolerate that kind of thing. You'll face worse things than Gao in the cavern if what I've heard is right. I hope you're ready. What do you need from me? No one really knows anything about that cavern, except that Master Lee has strictly forbidden us to go in there. He has always said that it is a place of final testing. I hear whispered rumors that there's something horrible down there. I even asked around town, and there's old stories of masters before ours sending students into that cavern, and the students never finding their way out.
Do you know what this horrible thing is supposed to be?
I don't have a clue, but I don't envy you having to go down there. Then again, you are the strongest of us, as we're so often reminded, so you'll be fine. Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lin parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Lee wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger. Master Lee assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize. Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound. Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Lee has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs. I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think. I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming. When he's not hollering at students for making too much noise, he's usually down by the beach looking after the statue of Emperor Sen. I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training. Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
Here we are, off to go find this herb. I think I have it, but need to confirm it.
Everyone was so scared, and I still am. That sorcerer seemed far too interested in you and Master Li.
Since my wife died, gossip stopped moving around this town as fast as it once did, but I've still managed to hear that you're going into the cavern beneath the school. Listen well, girl. That cave's no place for delicacy. Be sure you're at your best before you face your master's test in there. There were students under other masters who never came back from that hole in the ground. Oh yes, I heard about that. Some fool girl out walking out on the overlook, wasn't it? Serves her right for not studying or meditating, I say. Well, there's no accounting for youth. She probably wants something to get her moving again, so I'd say you need a poultice made from red silk grass clippings. Merchant Fendo should have some, but don't let him talk you into clippings of bearded tongue grass. That won't do at all. Red silk grass will actually bind the wound and make it so she can get back to her practices. That's why you want it. Bearded tongue grass will make her feel the same, but it's only deadening the pain. It doesn't actually do her any good. For most people, bearded tongue grass would be fine, but I know the fool girl would start practicing again and tear something vital. That could leave her crippled. It's no problem. Just remember, you need red silk glass, not bearded tongue. The first one will heal her, the second one will just make her feel better. Fighting with an improperly treated wound could end her practices permanently, and that's not worth saving a few silvers. And don't you let that merchant Fendo talk you into that cheap stuff. He might make a few extra silvers, but your friend's health isn't worth his profit margins. I wish you well. Andromeda, you gotta be quiet. We're doing a recording.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their
Come here.
plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks. Happily, we don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent. Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away. Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good. Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain. If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice. An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
Yes. Let's go give it to her. Sorry, if I'm out of frame, I gotta pet the little girl so she doesn't bark. Whoopsie. I went the wrong way. Sorry about that.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need? The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost? That's very kind of you. I can't thank you enough. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready. Goodbye.
Master Li once asked me not to use the style I learned in the Imperial City. It was a fair request, so I agreed. Gao should have known better than to use a forbidden style. What can I do to help you? Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Gao was a fool for challenging you. Oh, he's good, but you've always been stronger. He just wouldn't admit it to himself. Thing is, your prize is going into the cavern beneath the school. To hear Lin tell it, that place is going to challenge even you. Next to nothing. I know Master Li forbids us to go in there until our final test, but that's about the only fact I have. I hate repeating stories that aren't my own. Lin has no such qualms, so go ask her about the cavern.
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny. You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army. I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai. I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective.
Hello everyone, sorry about that. Had to get my car out of the shop because I need it tomorrow morning. That's what that phone call was. So, because we didn't save it anywhere near where we were, we're just gonna go ahead and fast forward all this, do those quests again, and get back to where we were, okay? And I may overlay one of those songs from Epic Games, who decided that they would have something that you could use in your YouTube videos. So we'll experiment with what I got there, and then I'll have that in this video as well, of course. You know, so this is just gonna be fast forwarding. Sorry if you're just gonna be looking at me and I'm gonna be mouthing shit, and yeah, sorry.
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. And now that Kia Min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little training exercise. Kia Min says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes.
Heavenly Wave! Heavenly Wave! Heavenly Wave! Longsword! I need healing. My piece is your end!
Well done. As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kia Min is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury. Is there anything else you wish at the moment? Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Alright. Now we're up to speed so we can redo this.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny. You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army. I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai. I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective. He should respect even the most... I was ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan. A doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun Qin, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care. Your people were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come. There were three. Emperor Sun Hai, Prince Sun Qin, the Hand of Heaven, and myself, Sun Li, the glorious strategist. Age decided our place in the order of things. Sun Hai was the eldest and therefore emperor. I was next and was head of the army. Sun Qin was the youngest and leader of the monastic order. He is the right hand of the Emperor, and rules the Lotus Assassins in place of Prince Sun Qin, who was killed at Dirge, a death he may have orchestrated. He shows no hesitation, and gave no thought to the lives of those we faced. His influence poisons the Emperor. I have no doubt he is utterly evil. I have never faced him, but I know of no one living who has. A dark energy sustains him. That is the armor of a man who has no remorse, no pity. Your people were guardians, but we did not have a clear idea of what. It is tied to your destiny. I will explain if you want me to move on. Most in the Empire know nothing of the land of howling spirits. I found its people to be honorable, but I can't tell you more than that. There was no time to learn more. You were meant for something important, but because of my actions it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed.
Could it have been because you took that artifact, amulet, MacGuffin, object, ornate? It was green. Could that be Jade?
You condemn without knowing all the facts. That is my fault, but I am trying to make up for it as quickly as circumstances allow. We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You will see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself. It was partly the strange skills of Dawnstar that showed me to the corruption, and partly something that belongs to you. You'll understand when you enter. Well, it is thought that spirits naturally try to find their way to the underworld, but if their lives or deaths were painful, they return to what was familiar. The school has seen its share of tragedy in the past. Something of yours has allowed me to keep the students protected, but the dead will be everywhere soon enough. You must enter and see for yourself. It is here in my home. I kept it hidden by never acknowledging its importance. It is not hard to hide something. You need only master keeping the secret. No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you. An amulet.
Was an amulet.
When you emerge, you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy.
I will also save the game again. Ooh, we made it all the way through all that. So, that's some crazy stuff. I can't believe it. Why does this look like a skull? 2 eyes and a nasal cavity. Kinda strange. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, to find out that the man, Master Li, is actually General Sun Li, the strategist of the Empire. And that was his brother getting killed, probably by, you know, the order of his eldest brother. So that's Hai, Qin, and Li. Interesting. Then you have that other guy, and I assume that the guy in the helmet, he's Death's Hand. Interesting. And they killed my family.
Spirits go mad if denied passage to the underworld. They are strong, but you can fight them. You can't kill the dead, but in defeat they are disrupted and can't reform for a time. You are tied to the reason why spirits wander. Many appeared after your people fell, and some are held in this cave. They are drawn to your amulet. It is ahead, waiting for you. Be careful. It is desired by many seeking power beyond the mortal realm. I make no apology for these trials, my student. You will come to see how necessary they are.
Jesus. Did it have to explode like that? Splish splash. I'm here, don't hurt me. There, I just gained all that back. That's what you get for being a good person. I like how in Diablo they had those exploding barrels, and it's like you run up and you kick it and it explodes and it just does damage to you. It's just like, why? There's something written here.
The dragon amulet was with you in Dirge. I understand what it does, but you are the one meant to be trained in its use. I am sorry that my actions denied you this. Essence gems are used by healers and upstart sorcerers and are common enough to be wasted on ornamentation. But with this amulet, you can tap their true potential.
Jeez. Why does everything explode? The dragon amulet is your birthright, and a tool for focusing your spiritual power. As you travel the Jade Empire, you will find gems that enhance your abilities. Place these gems in the sockets of the dragon amulet to gain access to their powers.
Your people were adept at using essence gems. I kept it from you because power is a beacon. The forces behind the restless dead will take an interest in you. Even mindless spirits may be drawn to you, just as they were confined here. In achieving your true power, you become a target that many will not be able to resist.
The dead are rising.
Longsword!
Killed instantly. Okay, we have to go through all this again. It's too loud. Changes in the barrels. Already read this. Thanks. Excellent.
Your people...
Longsword! Style is...
Your people...
Longsword! Heavenly wave! I need heal.
rat. I noticed that I didn't have one of my skills. I was just kind of doing heavenly wave and heavenly wave. So let's try this again. So loud! Kick these barrels just to make sure. Select it. Exit.
Your people were
Longsword! Legendary strike! I need...
See? Yeah. So that's... Oh, okay. Let's check this out. We have Legendary Strike, Heavenly Wave, and Fortune's Favorite. And we had 2 Heavenly Waves mapped to 1 and 2 for some reason, instead of Legendary Strike. And Legendary Strike is literally the only thing that can take these spirits down, so... that immunity thing was starting to bug me, and I was like, why? Different fighting styles give you different attacks. And carvings in this rock. They give you different attacks that can do damage to different types of enemies, I guess. So let's put this back on.
My student, I hope you realize your importance. The restless dead must be allowed to find their way to the underworld. All of us will suffer if things continue as they are. Seek the source of this problem and eradicate it. That is your purpose and burden. I hope that the basics I have taught you will aid you in setting everything right.
I hope I can at least tone that noise down for you. Good idea. Thank you for that. Okay.
Not all spirits succumb to bestial rage. A strong will can transcend death. These beings may have powers beyond any living foe, and intelligence to beguile and confuse. All will suffer if the dead remain this way. Soon you must leave Two Rivers. Seek the source of this problem, even if it leads to the heart of the Empire. I have old friends who may guide you, but I have old enemies too. The cave is secure. Meditate on what you see here. When you leave, all will be changed.
I would like that to stop.
Wansa irat, we will kukupir finish takawo.
A student here? I had long forgotten the stench of the living.
Ukirwir, uktarano utak. No fantayana ukona ni pinatawa. Uwatawa irfuir ono safakarhuru.
I ruled this place, taught with wisdom. Why can't I find my way? Where is the voice that should call to me?
Sumpono kisi kuwai yapabak nasia uya wooth.
The living understand nothing. The living cannot feel the pull to nowhere, the frustration.
Uki ipana nuko iwai nikasanaria iruru ninuasa irkana.
The way is blocked. The shepherd is gone. Cannot escape the living. Milling, stinking, you cloud the way.
Yukut nikun kawashia nikun apivia.
To judgment and to be renewed. But the way of things has been unbalanced. No soul return to the living.
Sada tawa ia kuwana ia sonir ibodoki.
What will become of the world if no souls are replenished? Eventually there will be an end. You are blind to the danger, blind to the truth.
Ukirwir, uktarano utak. No fantayana ukona ni pinatawa. Uwatawa irfuir ono safakarhuru.
You can only understand if you see. I will make you see. I will make you understand. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so. Wait.
My power is stretched thin, bled away, and you are too small, too mortal to truly understand. But small things can move beneath the notice of others. Your master hopes that you will grow strong while he leads the predators away. His reasons are clouded, but you must find a way through the fog. You are the one who can hear, the one who can act. Search, but look also for yourself. You are a spirit monk, and you are the last. I do not have the strength to answer. I am cut open, and the way to the underworld is shut. Spirits are lost with no shepherd, no guardians. You must restore us. The amulet is a focus. It will guide you. But when you know both sides of the Veil of Death, ability alone will save you. I have a moment of power, a window to grant knowledge of a primal energy. You must choose between ice and fire, and I will grant the skill to bring them to your hands. I I have energy enough only to instill knowledge of one, not both. Knowledge of the other may come in time, but not today. Emotions burn, but the spirit can also turn cold and strike with grim resolve. Command this, and you chill the hearts of your enemies. Yours is the power of Ice Shard. There is no inherent villainy in any martial action, only in the hearts of those who wield them. If you rely too much on simple force, then you cannot act without it. I can do no more. I must fade. Pity those spirits that have grown twisted. You will come to know their pain when life leaves you. Pity the world if you fail, Spirit Monk, for you are the last.
I mean, no pressure. Iron Palm, the Anvil. One of 3 meditation doctrines required to understand the Iron Palm fighting style. The aspirant must possess and study all 3 before he or she can safely attempt to train in this demanding art. The body must become the anvil, the unyielding surface on which the style is shaped. Sweeping attacks and powerful charges impact so heavily, it is like the meeting of hammer and steel, each blow conveying as much energy back to the aspirant. If the body can't withstand and redirect this energy, Iron Palm is potentially more damaging to the user than the target. Alright. Bones. Jade Empire Bestiary Volume 3. To kill a spirit. A wise monk once said, "How can you kill a thing that is already dead?" The answer is simple. You cannot. You can, however, disperse a spirit. This is not the same as killing, but it has a similar effect. It is important to remember that spirits are virtually immune to man-made weapons. You must confront spirits with martial, magical, or transformation styles. Never underestimate the strength of spirits. They may appear insubstantial, but they can still be deadly to the living. So that's the problem. That was the problem we were having. More goodies. Give me the goodies. Oh, that's a portal? Oh, that's the portal. The Nature of the Spirit, Volume 1. Mankind has long known that we are not alone in this world, descended from heaven, risen from the ground. Present all around us are spirits. Present all around us are spirits. God damn it. These beings often go unseen, but when they choose to interact with us, the effect is usually profound. But what are these beings? Are they people who have died? Are they servants created at the beginning of the world by the great dragon? Are they something else entirely? Or are they all of the above? In my research, I have managed to find and communicate with a number of them. I contacted some through priests or relatives when it was a spirit returned from the dead. But other encounters were much stranger. I'm just supposed to enter this portal.
What are you doing out here? You are supposed to be meditating on the amulet and what you have learned for at least another day. A vision? Oh, of course you did. A natural reaction to the great amount of information I have placed before you. It may have something to do with your amulet. Tell me, did you learn anything about the destiny that stretches before you, or what has led you this far? Be careful. I do not want you to be misled by sources I cannot anticipate. Your people had warriors by that name. I regret that my actions caused their downfall. 20 years ago, the Empire was mired in drought. Your people revered the Water Dragon, so their Temple of Dirge was the ideal place to ask the heavens for help. But the Water Dragon governed more than just moisture. The drought was part of the natural order, and not for mortals to alter. The spirit monks denied us access. The Emperor was incensed. He asked me to plan a display of power that would force their compliance. As our armies marched, I realized how wrong we were. He could not be dissuaded. I fled with you as the rest of your people were killed. You must discover for yourself what being the last of your kind means. What else did this vision reveal? You are only to retrieve the amulet, learn to place gems in it, and meditate on your future. I don't want you to be distracted.
Master Li, there's still no sign of her.
What? What is it, Wu? I'm sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
Dawnstar, as I told you, Master. She went missing after Gao's men were discovered in the school. The state of her room suggests some sort of fight took place.
I see. She is not there.
No, Master Li. There's no sign of her.
I see. This may prove useful. Thank you, Jingwu. You may go. Your appearance put Gao's disgrace out of my mind, but it would seem that your early exit from the caves has come at just the right time. I doubt she has come to harm. She is a strong woman, as you know. That doesn't mean you shouldn't search for her. It will be a good measure of your ability. What better way to show mastery over your abilities than to turn them towards helping your fellow student? Seek her out. I doubt she is in the school, and someone would have seen her if she was in the village. You might want to try the surrounding marshland. Questions must wait. Time is critical. Take some silver. I asked Fendo and the others to stock essence gems in preparation for this day. Hopefully they have done so. You learned in the cave how single gems are viewed as trinkets and used by self-professed healers and would-be sorcerers, but you can unlock their full potential. Make sure you have everything you need when you leave to find Dawnstar. Do not cloud your mind with anything else. When you return, your course will be clear.
Huh. So I wonder what happens now. As we save it. Again. Okay. What happens now? So that's it, guys, for this episode. We just, like next time, I guess we're gonna go find out where Dawnstar went. Get loaded up on some essence crystals from the merchant, and hopefully deal with Gao the Lesser in the next episode, and we'll see where things escalate from there. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.